Good day, everybody. Today we're going to do something really special and we're going to go ahead and rank all the fights and clashes in the Wano Arc Act 1. Before we get started, go ahead and drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yo, this is going to be a good one. Let's get straight into it.
Hey, listen!
So just a little bit of a disclaimer, we'll be ranking each individual fight in the order that they were presented to us, and we won't be ranking fights in order, if that makes any sense. Now that we got that out the way, coming in at number 1, our very first clash, Zorro versus Hawkins. Now, right out of the gate, this was a warm-up for Zorro and the beginning of a string of L's for Hawkins. And I have to admit, I was a little disappointed because I always considered Hawkins to be in the upper tier of the supernova. However, this arc has shown us otherwise. Sure, it was cool to see the straw man in action, and this was supposed to be Hawkins' strongest attack, I presume. But at the end, Zorro beat him with Gorilla, and it wasn't even a real competition. 6 out of 10. After that, we had Luffy versus Urashima, and this one was just outright embarrassing, and Oda definitely went out of his way to make Luffy show off. It's the one person Oda loves more than Zorro, and that's Luffy. So because of that, he's gonna get a lot of moments to show off in every arc. It's just the way it is. The entire fight ended in 2 moves, and even though I never had super high expectations for Yokozuna Urashima, I don't even know why Luffy bothered with the "I'm gonna be king of the pirates" speech. Why even waste your time? Anyway, Luffy ended him with a giant slap to the face. No hockey needed. 4 out of 10. Coming up next, we got Luffy versus Hold'em. See what I mean? And this one was definitely another embarrassment for the Beast Pirates, and it showed us just what level we were dealing with when it comes to these headliners. But being a headliner under Jack the Drought, Hold'em definitely had potential, right? And the Kamajiro fireball attack, that definitely seemed cool. I remember specifically in the manga, Oda drew it to look more like a hyper beam of some sort coming out of the lion's mouth. In the anime, Luffy ended up using that same fireball to finish them off with a Gum Gum Red Hawk before Tama could even touch the ground. 6 out of 10. Next up, we've got Law v Hawkins, and this one was well worth the wait. Definitely still an L for Hawkins, and I definitely love how Law is just automatically with the here, right? And tells Hawkins straight up, yo, I'm here to take your life. And he proceeded to take all 3 of Hawkins' spare doll men lives. You look at that. In battle, Law definitely had the advantage here, just by creating the battlefield room alone. But at the end of the day, they didn't finish because Hawkins was holding Law's friends captive. Sure, it's kind of a punk way to handle this, but all's fair in love and war. 6 out of 10. Next up, we've got Shutenmaru versus Jack, and this was an interesting one, especially seeing Asura Doji get down the way he did. This fight was definitely expounded upon in the anime. In the beginning, without a doubt, Asura was definitely giving Jack the business. He cuts his 2 swords in half. He slashed him in the chest, causing him to cough up blood. I mean, it looked pretty bleak in the beginning there for Jack. However, as the fight went on, it was pretty clear to see that Jack probably would have taken the win just due to the strength and the stamina boost that the Zoans get, and it probably would have just ended up being too much for Asura. And let's not forget, before we even knew him as Asura Doji, it was through this fight that we first saw the pain and the anguish that the Beast Pirates caused to one of Odin's retainers. 8 out of 10. And last but not least, we have the main event for Act 1, which is Luffy versus Kaido. And I speak for everyone here, this one caught the entire fan base off guard. When the big bad villain comes flying in the form of a big ass dragon and proceeds to dragon rage the out of Luffy's crew, we knew we were in for something special. And bro, this was super embarrassing for Luffy. Kaido was drunk the entire time and he was in dragon form, which is definitely weaker than hybrid form, right? Luffy was pounding him in the head in Gear 4th and he still didn't sober up until he hit Kaido with his strongest attack. It was so awesome to see Luffy send Kaido flying to the ground. Of course, once Kaido does sober up, it's pretty much a wrap and he one-shots Luffy with a Thunder Bagua while in Gear 4. In the manga, it all happened so fast we actually didn't know if Kaido blitzed Luffy here or not, and in the anime they dragged it out way more, but the result was the same, showing us the true gap between our billion berry bounty captain and a true Yonko, paying off years of hype in the process. 9 out of 10. But let me know what you think down below. How would you have ranked these fights in Wano Act 1? Let me know if I missed anything. Is there anything that you guys maybe consider a clash that I didn't include on this list? Tell me below. I'm definitely coming back for Act 2. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Make sure you sub. I appreciate all my subs. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay healthy. This has been Sifuthatguy, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.